Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm John Gray, and it's another Tuesday in beautiful Tullahoma, and we're just plain living.
And it is hot as Hades here.
It's warm outside.
It is warm
folks.
outside. I'm Peggy Burton.
You are?
I am, and I'm just glad to
The
see
infamous
you.
and famous Peggy Burton.
Right, walking in my sleep.
We're walking, we're all still walking. You and I are walking in our dreams right now is what we're doing. Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are.
I think you look like you're feeling a little better.
Well, I feel better. I'm getting along a little better. I've got, let's see, a week from yesterday. I go back to the doctor. Next Monday will be 6 weeks.
And he'll tell you
since my surgery. Well, hopefully what he'll do, he's not wanted me to do anything but walk. Hopefully we'll be able to schedule some therapy because I've lost all my muscle strength, and that makes it hard to move around.
You need therapy. That's right. Everybody needs therapy.
I need therapy. I guarantee you, I need therapy.
From head to toe, right?
Head to toe. Head to toe. That's a fact. Man, we got all kinds of things going on in this town. The thing that the city had put before the state to change the election date from August to November was voted down by the board. So we're having our city elections in August, as we always have, and so we're scheduling in. I think we have four mayoral candidates and 4 automatic candidates.
Isn't it nice that we have that many people that are willing to serve?
Interested. And so what we're going to do is I'm going to do insight shows on them and give them each about 15 minutes apiece.
Good.
I don't want to, I don't want it to be a debate. There'll be debates held everywhere. I want each one of the candidates to have 15 minutes to sell themselves.
Right, that's a good
without
idea.
somebody else butting in saying, no, that's not how that needs to be. Each candidate's going to get 15 minutes to have their speaking time.
I think it's awesome that we have 4 candidates that are willing to serve.
Sure.
That's a wonderful thing.
You're exactly correct. And so, of course, some of them, that's what was in the newspaper, and those are the people that drew papers.
Yeah.
So whether somebody's decided, I don't think I'm going to do it now, I don't know.
You'll have to wait to see.
I'm in the process of calling them right now. So that's going on. We have a state championship baseball team. Tullahoma won the state championship high school baseball
that's great.
Trophy title. And
is Juneteenth?
Juneteenth is tomorrow.
Tomorrow, right.
And that celebration that we will cover will be at CD Stamps.
What time does it start? Do you know?
I don't know. It'll be in the morning. It'll probably run all day long. They have a long, wonderful list of speakers. So check in on that and find out. Jackie Duncan told all about that last week.
He's so cool.
So we just want to make sure and for you to remember that. South Jackson Goes Country is right around the corner. It's
about cast. I saw Samantha last night. She's been working just day and night getting the lineup for each show. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
She is an absolute soldier.
Yes, she is. You
talk about someone that and I've said it a million times, my friend and a fellow that I honor very much and look up to very much, Bart Burton, told me one time, never forget the command forward. Well, and Samantha is a forward-going little old gal.
Yes, she is. All
that dust behind is just left behind.
She's a very good director and knows what she wants to do.
Well, and she does
done.
it. If you've not been in that cast, and that cast includes probably 100+ people.
When you figure all the helpers and everything.
Oh yeah, and she deals with each and every one of them, even if it's a critical thing. She does it so kind.
Yeah,
she's very kind in the way that she operates.
She's gotten a little tougher.
Huh?
She's gotten just a little bit tougher.
Well, yeah, you have to be tough.
Yeah.
If she's going to stay at it long as you have, you got to be tough. You know, it's like that movie Moneyball that is on the television all the time. You know, and they're talking about firing a player.
Yeah.
And he says, just go in and say, hey, sorry, you're being traded. Here's Peggy Burton. She's the one that gets you an airplane, whatever. Thanks and good luck. That's it.
And off you go.
Don't talk about schools and I just bought a house. And he says in there, what did you rather be? Shot in the head one time or shot 5 times in the chest and bleed to death?
Oh my gosh.
Just shoot me in the head.
Just shoot me in the head. One bullet will do it.
But you know, all kinds of stuff is going on, and Tullahoma is wide open. Splash Island is
Splash
open.
Island
They're
is open. And it
splashing
is,
over there.
honestly, I think it's hotter than it's been in a long time.
It's hot, but we always get a little spell. But you know, Fran was talking to me last night. She goes through the news on her phone, news feeds, and she said it's snowing 15 inches in the northwest. It's 100 degrees in the south. It's flooding over here, and there's a hurricane
Texas.
over here. And she said there's some kind of weather thing going on in every part of the country right now, and it's all different.
And it's all
And it's all bad. Not
not
bad.
totally bad, no. It's great for swimming.
Great for swimming, and
Yeah.
you know, you think about it. Right now, we are in probably our 6th or 7th day of no rain here.
Just sprinkles, a little bit of
Maybe.
rain yesterday, but not
No,
much.
not rain, not rain.
Not rain. Oh, it's a
Hey,
little.
this past weekend was Father's Day.
Did you have a good Father's Day?
And I had a great Father's Day. Fran and I spent time with Jacob and Cindy, and we had a really, you know, they're very busy, and she is taking a new church. She will be starting in July, the 1st of July. She will be the minister at the Methodist Church in Estill Springs.
Wow.
So they're moving. She's moving from Cowan, not moving their residence, but moving her
moving her
ministry
ministry.
from Cowan, where she's been for about the last 3 or 4 years, over to Estill
I
Springs.
love them. I mean, they are a package deal.
And you know, Jacob is my grandmother said she wanted me to be a preacher, and you know, Jacob is a very kind man. He was always that way, even when he was young. And he is becoming very involved. He teaches Sunday school class, and of course they sing. He's done the walk at Emmaus, and he is a what do I want to say? Not a candidate, but he's going to the Methodist
I don't know.
meeting, the big meeting. He's a delegate.
A delegate.
He's
okay.
a delegate to their decision-making
That's
meeting.
awesome.
So good for him. And they do a lot of singing. So yeah, Father's Day, and this and I know we talk from time to time, and you bring up your father,
I love my
and you
father.
bring up how you loved your father, and what a pivotal role he played in the development of Peggy Burton
Well,
in your life and teaching
True.
you things. And my dad was the same way. My dad was a military guy, and in World War II, and those cats were kind of different.
oh yeah.
And this is a little something I wrote about my father. My dad was a good father, but at times a tough man whose rule was difficult to live under. He was a farm boy turned World War II pilot. He was a regimented, straight by the book kind of hard ass that made sure all the boxes were checked and the paperwork properly stored before his softer side could sneak in for a moment or two. He loved us all and saw that we had all we required for success in whatever we attempted. Dad was a tough cookie who loved animals and a good practical joke. On numerous occasions, his advice would be always pay attention to small children and animals. Life was interesting around my dad. I had great respect for my dad, even if I was upset or mad at him. I never spoke of him or to him with disrespect. Yes, he was a human and made mistakes, but he always owned them in an honorable fashion. That is the word I've been looking for, honorable. My dad lived his life with honor, and what person is not to be respected for that? I loved my dad, and I know he loved me. Thanks, Dad.
That's sweet.
You know, he was tough. He was tough, but fair, always.
That's the way my father was. I thought he was tough. I believed him when he told me no. I didn't bother to argue back, but maybe once.
Yeah, no, you know, you didn't argue back. That just brought
That
double
just
trouble.
brought double trouble, right?
So, country show.
Country show.
I look back, and I've been writing for so long, and this piece right here was written in 1999.
Great.
And you know, I keep looking for something for songwriters, the songwriters section, which I'm honored to have a opportunity to sing. And this is, I came up with the word spit shine.
Spit shine.
You know, like polishing your shoes. And I thought, spit shine. I don't think I've ever heard anybody title a song Spit Shine.
I don't either. Number one, it's a little hard to speak. Spit shine.
Well, I came home from work looking like a mess, unbuttoned my tension, unbuckled my stress, and left them all laying in a pile on the bathroom floor. The weekend's here I've been waiting on. I told my baby on the telephone, give me 15 minutes and I'll be walking out the door. Spit shine, hear the shine rag popping, see the leather gleaming. There ain't no stopping me now. Got my hair slicked back, teeth shining bright. Guess who's gonna get love tonight? Looking good, feeling fine, spit shine. I put an old lint brush on my new felt hat, cashed my whole week's work while it's nice and fat. Got a knife blade crease down the front of my favorite jeans. My old truck's washed up, tank full of gas. I'm gonna live it up for as long as it lasts, 'cause Monday morning I'll be back to scraping rock bottom and dreams. Spit shine, hear the shine rag pop and see the leather gleaming. Ain't no stopping me now. I got my hair slicked back, teeth shining bright. Guess who's gonna get love tonight? Looking good, feeling fine, spit shine. I know this job is just a daily grind that will get me to those dreams of mine and spit shine. Hear the shine rag pop and see the leather gleaming. Ain't no stopping me now. I got my hair slicked back, boots shining bright. Guess who's gonna get love tonight? Looking good, feeling fine, spit shine. I said I'm looking good, feeling fine, spit shine.
That's cute, John. It's got a nice rhythm to it.
Yeah.
Got a nice rhythm to it. Well, one thing that's going to be different this summer working on South Jackson Goes Country is that the auditorium will be closed. We have to rehearse in odd places because everything's moved. We're putting in new seats and putting in new floors, and by the way, seats are still for sale. I think your name gets put up on the wall or something.
Yes.
And that's going to be really nice. And it's only $300 a seat. And I say only because putting new seats in the auditorium is way more money than $300
Oh,
a
Lord,
seat.
yes.
So anyway, any donation we greatly appreciate it. But we'll get her done by.
And will it be
Somehow.
ready by country?
It's supposed to open with brand new, clean, restored floor and brand new seats
For country.
for country. That's the plan.
Ain't that great? Ain't that great? Hey, we've got the 4th of July coming up, got a big celebration. And the celebration at Tullahoma has become a regional thing.
Yeah, it's fabulous.
I think the other night, the board meeting, they said $65,000 is what that. So if you go, find a tip jar and throw some money in there.
Right.
But I was thinking, I wrote this in 21 on the 5th of July, thinking about what I did on the 4th of July.
You remembered?
Oh, of course. You know, because you usually get together with family or friends, and we get together with a bunch of friends. My oldest friend, Kenny Pack, we were met when I was 2 and he was 3.
Sweet.
And we've been best friends forever since. And we was a bunch of us old guys sitting around, and this is what I wrote on the 5th, thinking about what happened the day before. Memories lay thick in the air, ripe for the telling, as old friends in cushioned chairs grin at the spelling that bends little ears to listen in as old stories get told, woven out of a magic that never grows old. As the tellers and rememberers share secret smiles, the young ones drift off in dreams on the Mississippi or on the Nile. Yes, we've made it again, one more year through thick and thin. My, how time does fly. Happy 5th of July.
That's nice.
So
we're very close.
get friends,
I like
get
that you
friends, and
donated.
get with your family and friends and spend time and cook something.
Fly your flag.
Fly your flag. Remember what it's all about. And barbecue, hot dogs, popcorn, whatever you need. And then go to the celebration down at the football stadium, baseball stadium, Grider Stadium in Tullahoma, and have a big time and leave a little money behind.
Is that all free?
It's all free, yes, ma'am.
I think that's fabulous. But do take a little money with you because you might
And
wanna buy
some of you people can still buy in their businesses and have a sponsorship. I know they're doing everything they can, because that's a big chunk out of a city budget where you're trying to pave roads.
Right.
What's important? Paving roads, picking up garbage, or having a 4th of July celebration.
Well,
They're all very
they're
important.
all very important, and I
Some
think
of it's necessary, some of it's not, but yet it is. Celebrating the birth of our nation and bringing people from outside of town
into
Tullahoma. It's a
I think
tourism
a lot
deal.
of people come in.
A lot of people come. So with all that said, don't go away. We have a great show today. A lot of stuff's happening. I just met Willy Wonka in the back room a minute ago. And when you see this cat, you'll be just like me. I think it really is Willy Wonka. We'll be back in a minute.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at SheCanSTEM.com.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop Factory Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
Saul, how's my water quality expert? Litter is taking a holiday and going with the flow? Is that what you're saying? Oh, litter on our roadways is flowing into our waterways. Gotcha. And that's bad. Right, terrible. Please stop. Oh, okay, yeah. Go to NobodyTrashesTennessee.com to learn more. So, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome back. You're going to be glad you stayed around for this segment because we have Charlie and the Chocolate Factor's stars sitting right here beside me. I'm going to let you introduce yourself. I'll start with you.
My name is Gavin Good, and I play the role of Charlie in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
And I am Jonathan Higdon, and I play the role of Willy Wonka.
Now, do you have favorite scenes in the show?
My favorite scene, I think, is If Your Father Were Here, because it gives a backstory to Mrs. Bucket, and it gives a motive for the Bucket family.
That's great. I had wondered if you wanted to do a few lines from the show, but I don't know. All right, let's just talk about when it's coming off for now. It's this weekend.
It is this weekend and next weekend.
And I think you go Friday, Saturday, Sunday matinee, and the matinee is at 2:30.
Yes, ma'am.
And tickets are at southjackson.org or call 931-455-5321. And you can always get a ticket if you get it early because I think this is going to sell out. I really do.
We hope.
I do. I know you've been working since how long? When did you start?
April?
April, yeah.
April.
Yeah. So you put in a lot of time.
Oh, yeah.
And you having so many, I think it's so good that probably most of the kids that auditioned got a chance to be in the show.
Yes.
And that's the beauty of it because the smallest part is important.
Absolutely.
And one thing I've noticed, I walk in and out of the annex and I get to see a lot of costumes. How many changes do you have? Do you know, or are you always in the same thing?
I'm always in the same thing. I pretty much never come off stage. So.
Okay. So it must have taken you a long time to memorize all that.
He was one of the first people off book. Don't let him fool you.
That's great. I'll bet you can probably cue almost everybody else if they miss a line.
Oh, yes. He cues me regularly.
I know you've been in theater for a long time.
Yes, ma'am.
And what made you want to be in this?
Oh, that was one of my favorite movies growing up.
Good.
The Gene Wilder one. And
I loved him.
Exactly. It was one of my role models. And being able to put my own spin on that character has been a joy and a dream come true.
That's great. That's the way it should be. I don't know how many adults are actually involved. Are there many?
15, 20.
15 or 20.
Sound about right?
Then,
Yeah.
The rest are young people.
Oh, yes. The
And
other
are
60.
all of you homeschool or is this open to?
This is open to anyone who wants to try out.
That's great. Because I know that there is some conflict when you're doing a show during the school year because it's hard to get everybody together to rehearse and you just almost have to use homeschoolers. So it's fun to get to meet with everybody else.
Absolutely.
So we open Friday and is it 7 or 7:30? 7. I'm sure it's 7.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's 7 because a long time ago we went to 7:30 and we backed up. Do you know about how long it is?
Runs about 2 hours.
Good. So there's an intermission.
Yep.
And there's probably food in the concessions and stuff like that. Do you have some favorite lines? Can you give me some lines? Do you have some lines together that you could do?
We could do some of our candy shop lines, maybe.
Well, let's do it.
Which one?
Yeah, which one?
First one or second one?
First one, yeah. Let's do the first.
Whichever, whatever you want to do.
What is this place?
I could ask you the same thing.
We haven't had a Wonka franchise in this part of town for years.
And I'm not surprised. Look at this place. These people are animals. They came in here, they guzzled up all the chocolate, and they threw the wrappers away without a second thought.
Oh!
What's the matter, kid? You having an asthma attack?
A Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mile Delight.
What about it?
Don't you know? The Wonka Whipple Scrumptious Fudge Mile Delight is the best chocolate bar ever made. If you don't include the Wonka Toffee Surprise, which I don't, because even though it's amazing, it's not really a bar. It's more of a ganache. I never thought I'd see one of these for real.
Hey, kid, you sniff it, you buy it.
That was good. Good job. Make sure you speak so everybody can hear you, because those are cute lines.
Oh, yeah.
They really are. Ticket prices. Do you have any idea what the ticket prices are?
Clue.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, I'll just give it. You have to call or dial in on
or go to the website,
the internet, and get your tickets. But I believe there are 3 different prices. I believe there's a center section price now.
I think that's $30.
I think it's 30. I think you're right, because I'm not sure though, but I think you're
Not
right.
sure.
And I believe it's 25 on the side
sides.
and 20 up in the balcony,
I believe so.
which is nice because everybody tells me there's some great seats in the balcony.
Oh, the balcony.
You know, I used to sit in the balcony a lot, but not so much now. So I think it's nice. And after this show, the auditorium will be closed down, and when it opens up again for South Jackson Goes Country, we have floors will be finished and brand new chairs. I have dreamed all my life that I'd live long enough to sit in a decent chair. Excuse me. But I have, and the chairs are magnificent.
Yeah, they've got them out in the lobby. They're really nice.
Yeah, they're still for sale because it takes a lot of money, not just $300. It takes a lot of money to put a chair in. How many young people about your age, can you guess? How old are you?
I'm 12.
You're 12. I thought you were 11 or 12.
I'd say there's about 20, 25.
In your age group. What do you think that being in theater has done for you?
It has improved my life a lot, and it gives me a place to escape from my life.
That's
it's just, I wouldn't be the same without theater.
And I personally think it probably gives you confidence to just stand in front of a bunch of people you don't know and speak your lines from your heart or otherwise. But and you've been in there for such a long time doing theater. Did you start as young as he was?
I didn't.
Or younger?
I didn't get the bug until I was in high school.
And did it trigger because you were in a play in high school or something?
Oh, yeah. I come from Woodbury, where we have Art Center in Cannon County.
That's a wonderful art center.
It's a wonderful place.
I love going over there.
And had always wanted to do shows, and finally got up the nerve one year, and after that, there was no looking back.
There's no looking back. You were standing there every time.
Yep.
They're always a part for you.
To the point that I've made a career out of it. Like, I'm a theater teacher now, so.
And what age group are you teaching?
High school.
High school.
I'm the theater teacher at Coffee County Central High School.
And that's where I graduated 400 years ago. And we did not have a theater department, but I was one of those people that always wrote little shows, and the principal or the teacher that had to be in charge of what we called an assembly, which I don't know that you don't do that now, I don't think, but they would ask me did I have something I could put on stage? Well, I always found something. I was one of those people that just said yes.
Yeah.
That's the way it works. But are you all I know you're out but do you have something planned for next year?
Yes, ma'am.
In your school?
We start the season off with a faculty show, and this year we'll be doing Clue. And then the fall play will be Night of the Living Dead.
Wow.
And we have not announced our spring musical yet.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's going to be an exciting year.
It really will. And how about you? You don't go to school, you're just homeschooled?
No, I go to school.
You do go to school, okay.
But
do y'all do any theater
we don't have
in school?
a theater program at school.
And so thank goodness we have South Jackson Performing Arts Center to keep our young people busy, off the street, confident, relaxed. Do you ever get frustrated?
Yes. Sometimes whenever I miss musical cues or lines in a certain part, I'll get frustrated at myself. But I know that eventually I will learn that part.
And do you just find that you actually can improvise or make up something? Don't stop and say, "Oh, I'm sorry." You can't do that, right?
He did it last night, actually. I dropped a line, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just go grab this thing." I was, "Oh, yeah, that's right. Go do that, please."
And that's what it takes to keep it moving, because many people forget lines. And I have directed many orchestras, and that's a real challenge when they start cutting their lines in a song. That was the hardest part. We'd have to find a place and jump to it, because you can't stop. Y'all, you don't have an orchestra. You have,
we don't. We have
canned
tracks.
music.
Yes,
Are you
ma'am.
happy with that?
Yeah, I think so. I enjoyed a live band because, like you said, they can follow you and they can match your timing.
Right.
But with the tracks, you know exactly what you're getting, and you know where all the
You've
stuff
got
is.
to know when to come in and when to.
So if you miss something, it's very noticeable. Whereas with a live band, if you miss something, they can sometimes cover for you.
They can sometimes cover. That's true. Especially a great piano player. They can jump in there. I think that theater has been with me most of my life, though not professionally. Just I've always loved it. And I even remember the first cartoon I saw in a movie, and I was thrilled to death with that. So this was a cartoon at one time, wasn't it? This show, or was it live?
I think they made a Tom and Jerry.
Maybe.
I think they made Tom and Jerry in the Chocolate Factory or something.
Does it have a moral to the story? Like, is there something big you get out of the story?
In the final song, Willy Wonka talks about somebody not being accepted anywhere else, but they can eventually find somewhere where they are accepted. And another moral to the story is greed and not always wanting everything.
That's great. That's great that you find that. Some people, I think, go through a show and they don't find what it is that they're actually trying to say. And that's a beautiful thing to remember and think about.
I'd also add that one of the morals is that imagination is important.
Oh my goodness, had I not had an imagination, living on a farm,
I bet.
working with the cows and the goats and whatever, I had people stationed all over the place, in my mind.
Oh, yeah.
I was never afraid to climb the hills because there were people up there that I talked to when I go. I just had this great imagination. So I think it does get you through. Have you ever thought about writing a play?
Not really.
That's one thing I was hoping that we would eventually do again, is to use some original lines and write a play.
Yeah.
Because there's a play in everybody. There's a story. We all have a story. So y'all get busy and write us a play.
We'll get right on that.
Get right on that.
After this week.
Just as soon as this is over. All right, remember, this weekend, Friday night opening show, always wonderful. Saturday night, 7 o'clock and 7 o'clock on Friday, and then Sunday matinee at 2:30. Is there 2 weekends of this?
2 weekends.
Two
yes, ma'am.
weekends. I thought so, but not sure. So you do have 2 full weekends to see the show. And I'm thinking there's something about a reduced rate if you want to see the show twice. But don't quote me. They are turning us off. They're giving us the big 0. I am so glad to meet you. Thanks for coming. Congratulations on that fabulous part.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here.
Appreciate it.
We'll be back with who knows.
Why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
He's a little bit of you, he's a little bit of me. He's the trash along the roadside of Tennessee. He's the garbage that we find. He's the dream we left behind. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. A throwaway bottle or pop top can may not seem much to a traveling man, but a little bit of litter goes a long, long way. Growing, getting bigger every day. Tennessee trash messing up the highways. Tennessee trash clogging up the byways. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. Lord, there ain't no lower class than Tennessee trash. We have met the enemy, and he is us.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
I fell in love with Tennessee from the second that I saw it. From the beautiful rolling hills to the beautiful rivers and streams, the ecosystem and the wildlife are awesome here. But it needs constant care, and that means picking up litter and trash every single chance you get. It's totally polluting the ecosystem, totally polluting the natural resources, and it's a big hazard for our local wildlife. Please join NobodyTrashesTennessee.com and join me in keeping Tennessee beautiful and keeping this part of our great legacy.
Talking history about this and that. It's conversations with John and Pat. With John and Pat, with John and Pat.
Hello everyone, I'm John Rickman.
And this is Pat Welch, and we're here today, John, for segment 54 of the Conversation with John and Pat. It's been pointed out by production that we now have over a year's worth of shows. In fact, this will be 2 weeks past a year. 52 weeks in a year, John.
This song I'm going to sing is based off of a Bible verse, 1 Thessalonians 4:16, and it was written by Mr. Black back in 1893 when the roll is called up yonder.
But let's, whoa. The song was written by Mr. Black. The verse was been written by the Apostle Paul.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that. But it wasn't written just the way, but it transcends, the message comes through the chorus.
Oh, it's...
I'll have to read and make sure I'm correct on that. When the trumpet of the Lord shall call and time will be no more, and the morning breaks eternal, bright and fair. When the saved of earth shall gather over on the other shore, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. Let us labor for the Master from the dawn till setting sun. Let us think of all His wondrous love and care. And when all of life is over and our work on here is done, and the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. When the roll is called up yonder, when the roll is called up yonder, I'll be there. That's a good old song.
That is a good
Been
song,
around
John.
a long
time.
Since 1893, but you said, the New Testament does, it was first.
Correct.
I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
We're talking about the first Little League state championship team, and that occurred 1984.
82. Was it 2 or 4? 4. 84.
84.
Yeah.
I've got an article here, and we'll mention the boys on that team in the first row. Temple Bowling, Wayne Bird, Danny Riddle, Stacy Smith, Tracy Smith, Todd Branch, Patrick Cushman. Back row, Coach Jackie Revis, Chris Rickman, Sean Elrod, Vondell Hickerson, Gary Phillips, Craig Revis, Ted Farrell, Clyde Petty, and manager Charles Riddle. Great team. They went on to the Southeastern Conference play, I believe it was in Florida, St. Petersburg, I think.
Yeah.
And they were a great team. Jackie Revis is of course a great coach. And you and I can do his voice pretty good, can't we, Pat? When we really concentrate. Yeah. And Pat, he's a great Christian man. Good man. So fine, and has a lot to do with your FCA here. And
Though he lives in Murfreesboro in Florida now, anytime that Fellowship of Christian Athletes has an event, and we had a fundraiser, I guess 3 weeks ago now, he blew in there like a Tasmanian devil and emptied his pockets, I can tell you that.
One person I'd like to make reference to, and Pat and I will talk about him a little bit, is Charles Riddle over there on the right. The gentleman, a little taller than Jackie. And he is absolutely a gentleman. His wife passed away, and then Ann Danewood, husband, passed away, and Charles and Ann married.
You would have known Ann because Ann taught at East.
Yes, she was.
While you were over there, she was a great lady.
But something about Charles Riddle that some of you may know and may not know, that he had 4 sons. And Danny, third from the left on the front row, is his son, Danny, number 11. And but he had 4 sons at one time, and there was a tragic automobile accident in Tullahoma where he had 3 sons killed. Those 3 sons. Danny was the only one.
They were parked or stopped at a stoplight, and somebody came about 70 or 80 miles an hour from behind and hit them without braking and killed them. Horrible tragedy. In fact, when they went out, Danny was planning on going with them, and right at the last minute decided not to go, or he would have lost all of his sons.
I guess what we'll talk about here is how a man keeps going with his faith, no matter what.
Yeah, we can. He and Ann, I went to church with, and Charles is a quiet, real steady kind of guy, and I taught and still teach high school Sunday school and have for a while, and I had a lesson coming up, and the guide wanted me to find somebody in the church that had faced a lot of tough situations, but as an influence to your students, had not overcome it, but been able to live with it, and his faith had strengthened him during those times. And so I thought about Charles. So I called him up, and he seemed fine about it, and said, well, we need to have you there at 10:30, Charles. He said, I'll be there. And he said, this is the first time I have done this, but I believe I can do it. So next Sunday, 10:30 came and there wasn't any Charles, and about 10 more minutes later there wasn't any Charles. So I called the house, and Ann answered the phone, and she knew what was going on, of course, immediately. And she said, "Pat, he won't be able to come." And I said, I'm so sorry. And she said, "Well, he left, but he got about halfway there and was just overcome with emotion and had to come back." But I told my class, most of which this class normally meets between 2 services, and I go to early service, but most of the class being teenagers goes to second service, and Charles and Ann did too. And I told my class, I said, that he can't make it, but I'll tell you as a living testimony to this man's faith, I bet he'll be there in about 20 more minutes. And sure enough, he came in there, and then it made a dent on my students, and he never had to say a word. Yeah. Great guy, great family, great people.
What more can you say after a story like that?
Yeah.
And I hope someone that sees this maybe will pass this on to Ann and Charles. And let them know.
They're living in Nashville now, I believe. In fact, I have not seen them in 4 or 5 years, and this is going to make me try to seek them out and check back with them. Yeah,
that's good. That's segment 54, Pat.
54 was a somber one, but one that we hope strengthens people. And if management will let us be back, we're coming back for 55. Thank you.
Talking history about this and that. It's conversations with John and Pat. With John and Pat. With John and Pat.
The Bookshelf in Tullahoma is the fundraising arm of the Coffee County Literacy Council. Since 1988, the Literacy Council's goal and purpose has been to support and promote adult basic education in Coffee County. We enable individuals to complete their high school equivalency exam, which helps them get better jobs or continue into higher education. The Bookshelf at 114 Southwest Atlantic Street in Tullahoma is where we sell used books, which are donated to us by the community. Come see us, bring your books to donate, and join us as you find every genre of books that you can imagine.
I had a knee replacement, so they've got me in life care, which I'm very, very thankful for. I couldn't garden, I couldn't do my flower beds, I can't chase my little dogs. I have been in several therapy sessions for knees and back, and that's the best therapist I believe I've ever been to. It's tremendous because I'm able to walk again, but if it wasn't for the care, I wouldn't be where I am.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Is this the year you want to get fit? If so, check out just some of the things Tullahoma Parks and Rec has to offer. Kickboxing, aerobics, silver sneakers workouts, swim lessons, boot camp, water aerobics, basketball, Zumba, yoga, pickleball, lap swimming, treadmill, karate. Get fit, Tullahoma, and have some fun with Tullahoma Parks and Rec.
Senior Living. Active, independent senior living at its finest.
Do you love sports? Then you should know about STEM. Because maximizing nutrition, analyzing peak muscle performance, calculating the perfect shot, and more are all made possible by science, technology, engineering, and math. In fact, there are more careers than ever in sports science. So if you have a passion for sports, then think about getting involved in STEM and improve everyone's game on and off the field. Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
All right, folks, we're back, and Peggy, this past week, Andrew came in last night after the 4 days of Bonnaroo.
Was he strung out?
Well, no, Andrew looked pretty good. There's been times in the past We went out there. We had to hunt for him. We found his tennis shoes sticking up out of the mud. Dug him out. But no, he was in pretty good shape. You know, we are. And I said something about it last week. We at this television station right here are the longest staff and crew that have filmed Bonnaroo than any other
since the beginning.
Since Itchycoo. And they called Philip and Andrew out and told all the other press people, if you need to know anything, find them. They know.
All right.
And so John Batiste was there, and he is a young black entertainer from New Orleans. And I mean, well, let's see, what was it? 3 years ago, he won like 4 Grammys.
Oh my goodness.
And Andrew, I said, well, how was Batiste? And he said, I've never seen anything like it. Said it was just absolutely amazing.
Yeah,
phenomenal.
I'm sure he was.
And so right now what we're going to do is they got an interview with the president of Chamber of Commerce over there about Bonnaroo, and then after that we're going to come back and show a little bit of music. So right now let's go to the Chamber of Commerce.
Hey, we're here with Katie Riddle at Bonnaroo, and you work with the Chamber of Commerce, is that correct?
Yes, I'm the director of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce, yep.
And how does Bonnaroo benefit Manchester? How is it good for the community?
So we're big fans of Bonnaroo. We think that Bonnaroo definitely impacts Manchester in a very positive way. Obviously, we get the option of money being spent in our community, but also it's just the exposure to Manchester. I rarely travel anywhere talking to people and saying, where are you from? And when we say Manchester, Bonnaroo always comes up. And how cool is that to have something we're all about radiating positivity, and such a neat thing for Manchester to be known for.
Awesome. And what's your role? What do you do while Bonnaroo's in town that's different than your daily routine? How does it affect your job?
It's much hotter than my daily routine. But so we've been able to be part of the festival since the beginning, and our roles have changed over the years. Right now we run a bar in the artist hospitality area, so it's super fun talking to people, and a lot of times we get to tell people even a little bit about the Manchester story and welcome them to town. In addition to that, our office gets a lot of calls pre and post festival with different questions about the community, about the festival. So we act as kind of a welcome mat in that way too. We love being part of the festival. The Bonnaroo Works Fund is the nonprofit arm of the festival, and its impact is also great. They have done wonderful things all over Coffee County in terms of getting students Chromebooks in the schools, painting some murals, donating to some low-income housing, making sure they have the air conditioning units that they need and the heating units that they need. They partner with We Are Neutral, an organization to try to even out the carbon footprint. So they try to calculate what they've taken and try to replace it with something else. So super cool.
That's great. That's great. And have you got to catch any shows or enjoy? What's your favorite part of the festival? Have you got to see anything great this weekend?
Yeah, I saw Gary Clark Jr., which is awesome. I'm a big Maggie Rogers fan. She's incredible. And today I'm really looking forward to Milky Chance.
Awesome. Me too.
Good.
Thank you so much for your time. And we'll hope to see you back here next year.
And you know what? Thank you for what you do to promote our community and bring awareness to all kinds of things going on. I hope you know how much people appreciate that.
Thank you so much.
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department. Need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one!
911, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
What's a Tennessee vacation? It starts off like any road trip, and then, boom, adventure and thrills everywhere you look, which happens to be some of the most beautiful scenery in the country. Music here, history there, and all kinds of green in between. Come relax and unwind, or bring the crowd for some stargazing, or stargazing. Whatever you do, come hungry and expect an awesome soundtrack. It's all right here in Tennessee. We're playing your song. For a free vacation guide, visit tnvacation.com.
Come on. Yeah. Come on. Yeah. 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 Woo.
You're not going to get it all right. Just make sure you nail the big stuff. Like making sure your kids are in the right seat for their age and size.
Yeah.
Get it right at nhtsa.gov/the-right-seat.
All right, what we're going to do now is we're going to take you out to the stage, and Peggy, I think this fella's name is Tanner Ursary.
Okay.
Tanner? That's a good name, Tanner.
Do we know where he's from?
Where he's from? Ain't from here.
Okay.
That's good enough.
Not
the
from
world.
here.
Tanner Ursary comes from the world to you right now, on our show. Go.
Just wrote this week. Figure it's the best time to try it out right now. Song's called These Days. A heart like mine is a hard one to love, 'cause I've gotten real damn good at really f***ing things all up. And I'm fighting demons in the dark, I don't know where I should start. Oh God, I'm spiraling again. Oh, and I just wanna make it through the night. Oh, and I just wanna feel alive. When that sun comes up, feel the warmth on my skin. I count every day these days as a win. Oh, and I've been sinking down, try to scream but can't make a sound. Tell me, is it all just in my head? And I've grown so numb to it all. Oh God, here comes the fall. I just want to get some rest. Oh, and I just want to make it through the night. Oh, and I just want to feel alive. When that sun comes up, feel the warmth on my skin. I count every day these days as a win. As a win. Is it Lexapro or Klonopin? Maybe I just need a friend. Maybe I should try and get some help. Doctor, what is my disease? I guess it's in the family tree. Won't you help me out of this hell? Oh, 'cause I just want to make it through the night. Oh, and I just want to feel alive. my skin. I count every day. I pray to God I can make it to the day. 'Cause I count every day these days as a winner. As a winner. Something like that. Thank you.
Hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry, I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
For many senior citizens, life looks like this, but it doesn't have to. When you make your home at Parkview Senior Living, life after retirement takes on a whole new meaning. Daily exercise options, fun outings, happy hour, game nights, movies and popcorn, arts and crafts, enjoying friends over chef-prepared meals. Parkview Senior Living, where you're always home, but you're never home alone.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
So you've been meaning to do something healthy, commune with nature, get outdoors and meet new people. We have the perfect solution. Come hike with us. You can find a Tennessee Trails Association chapter near you, including Clarksville, Columbia Franklin, Highland Rim, Jackson, Knoxville, Oak Ridge, Memphis, Murfreesboro, Nashville, Plateau at Crossville, and Upper Cumberland. We're on the web at TennesseeTrails.org. It's fun, it's stress-free, and it's good for you. See you on the trails.
There is a road laid out for me.
First night here, but Amy seems cool.
Leading down to the river. I am blind, but I need not see.
What do you think?
I know this road is there for me. If I'm really free, take me down to the river and walk.
Good morning, all you wonderful people in TV land. Thank you, lady photographer and gentleman photographer, for putting a real good, sharp, clear, contrasty, colorful picture on the screen. Isn't this a wonderful day, August the 1st, and this is the day many, many people have been looking for, and the polls open early, and I think they're there till 6 or 7 o'clock, and if you haven't been out to vote yet, well, let's get on with it. Which brings me to some real fun, interesting, I think, historical moments that I remember even before I was old enough to vote. I do recall that voters would register, and they'd check their name off when they went to the polls and make sure that they were residents of a particular district or precinct, and they would write out on, I think, on a tablet paper in pencil who they were for, and they'd write their name down and put an X by it, you know, and then later came the printed ballot, and the only precinct in Tullahoma that I recall in the beginning was at the City Hall, where the fire truck was kept, and they'd roll the fire truck out of the garage there that was in the back room of the the city hall and put up some little wooden like portable telephone booths for the voters to do their thing, and would put it in a big can that they'd cut the top out of for a slot for the ballots to go in. And when the polls were closed, well, they'd gather around a table and hand count every one of them. And sometimes they would run to 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. I remember there was a big turnout in 1953 when Frank Clement was running for the governorship, and one of the biggest voter turnout in the history of Tennessee. And they didn't have a mechanical voting booth yet, but they had to count them by hand. And I think they even had some gentlemen they would call in to be judges during the count, and they all went to sleep, of course, around 11 or 12 o'clock, and the counters kept counting. And I think on that particular occasion they got through about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning. But they've come a long way now, and with the redistricting of the population and the precincts in Tullahoma. And let me recall some of the early other precincts were the Lions Club on Avoca Road. There was one of the biggest precincts for many years. And the old high school on East Lincoln Street was one of the voting places for a while, and of course downtown was too. And then when they built the D.W. Wilson Community Center, it has been a voting precinct, and I don't know how the precincts are divided, but there's one there now, and we voted there for many years. And more recently, when they sent out the new registrations and the voting information, our precinct is now at the First Christian Church at the corner of Grundy and Jackson Street. And there's a precinct, I'm assuming, still at the Bel Air School, and I think there's one at the C.D. Stamps Community Center. I know that the early voting took place at the C.D. Stamps Community Center, which was a great asset and convenience to the people that wanted to vote early. And many people, I understand, have voted early. And it's a convenience if they're going to be out of town or have problems getting to the usual precinct voting spot. So we'd encourage everybody to get out early and vote, and it'll be interesting to see the results. It's been an interesting race, and probably one of the most publicized races in many years. And I wonder if the P-Head Production is going to have the night of the election have the results broadcast, and that will be interesting too. So we urge you to tune in to Channel 6 and see the results as they come in. And you know, with the new voting machines, it used to take days and weeks to get the final results, but now with the voting machines, it's just a matter of time, short time, for the results to get in. One or two of the more rural precincts comes in a little bit later than others, but I think within a couple of 3 hours after the polls close, while the total results are in. And speaking of results in a presidential race, it's interesting that since there's such a big time difference between the East Coast and the West Coast, the national voting authorities asked the media not to give the results on the East Coast until the West Coast had already done their thing, because if the media would give the results on the East Coast 2 or 3 hours before the West Coast voted, a lot of people would go with the apparent winner on the East Coast. So they've discontinued that service, but it is a good service to have the results of our local voting to be broadcast as early as it is. We appreciate P-Head Productions for doing that as a community effort, and we all need to go out and exercise our right to vote. Isn't it wonderful that we live in a country that we can vote for and elect our own officials? And we sure do thank you for watching today. Be sure to go to the polls, and we'll be looking for you next week. And remember, this is not the end of the story, because there's a whole lot more to come. And stay tuned. We'd love to share it with you. Thank you, and have a good day.
My name is Ringo, here at Barkview Senior Living. They're human-friendly. That's why I love it here, and so does my senior human. When they want a bite, they get chef-prepared meals, and so do I. Movies in the theater, day trips, walks on the trail, and other senior humans to play with. The grass and the grounds are exquisite. It's everything my human needs to be healthy and active. Barkview. A Parkview Senior Living. For your dog's best friend, you.
Every day, thousands of kids start vaping. And I can't let this happen to my kid. Of course, it's awkward to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping. Hey, bestie, how sketch is me? It's hard to get their attention. Ready? Go. Yes. Look at that. You didn't even turn yours over. So if you want to talk to your kids about the dangers of vaping, you got to get it trending.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Let's go.
Can we talk?
Yeah, what's up?
Visit talkaboutvaping.org for tips on when and how to have the vape talk.
We teach Parkinson's patients how to move big and not let the Parkinson's slow them down. I've had patients I've treated in-house that could not even stand up, could not roll over in the bed, left the facility walking with a walker, have come back to us in outpatient and continued their big program, and are now completely, handling life. The success of the program is just phenomenal.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
Hi, I'm Smokey Bear, and I made an assistant to help you prevent wildfires.
Dude, I've got this. I've been camping since I was 5 years old.
But I am a camping influencer.
You know what? I'll bet you $5. Okay. Assistant Smokey, what is the best way to put out a campfire?
To put out a campfire, drown with water, stir, drown again. Then make sure the fire is out cold by feeling with the back of your hand.
Wait, really?
I'll take the $5.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
All right, folks, we're back, and we're going back to Bonnaroo for one more song from Tanner.
I got one more song left for you. It's gonna be our next single. It's gonna be on the Twisters album coming out in July. It's called Blackberry Wine. Blackberry wine on Saturday night. Just a spoonful of sugar gonna make you feel fine. She drives me out of my mind. Blackberry wine on Saturday night, yeah. She got long tan legs, her feet on the dash. Her eyes on mine and her hand in my lap. Says stop, don't slow, I wanna go fast. Put the hammer down and hit the gas. says, I don't care anywhere but here. I say, oh, don't you stop now, woman. Put the pedal to the metal, I'll shift the gears. Put the pedal to the metal, I'll shift the gears. It's getting late, but she don't want to go home. So we pulled it over to the side of the road. Back seats are rocking and we're turning it on. It's getting that late, but she don't want to go home. And I say, oh, where we going, Mom? She says, I don't care anywhere but here. I say, oh, don't you stop now, woman. Put the pedal to the metal, I'll shift the gears. Put the pedal to the metal, I'll shift the gears. Blue lights flashing in the back windshield. Buckle up, baby, we ain't stopping here. Kicking up dust and getting busted. Blue and red lights can't stop this love. And I say, oh, where we going, Mom? She says, I don't care anywhere but here. And I say, oh, don't you stop now, woman. Put the pedal to the metal, I'll shift the gears. Put the pedal to the metal, I'll shift the gears. Blackberry wine on Saturday night. Blackberry wine got me feeling alright. Blackberry wine get me out of my mind. Blackberry wine on Saturday night. Thank you so much, y'all.
I want to invite y'all to come by Clayton's, downtown Tullahoma. We try to serve the community, the area, and we try to help people with their feet and comfortable shoes. We still measure feet. We have a great new arch mat. We have insoles. Please come see us at Clayton's and let me help you find some comfortable shoes for those achy feet.
We're gonna fit your style. We're gonna make you smile. Service and quality at Clayton's Shoe Store. We're gonna fit your style.
My husband was diagnosed with a spinal infection. He lost his ability to swallow and the movement of his legs.
I couldn't turn over in bed, I couldn't walk, I couldn't eat.
They were just wonderful in the treatment and care they gave my husband.
I regained my mobility where I was able to go home.
It is miraculous.
Let us champion your recovery. Life Care Center of Tullahoma.
STEM is everywhere, like here, behind the scenes of The Walking Dead.
When we break down clothes, we tumble it with trisodium phosphate, rock salt, and dish detergent.
We stitched together images of our model and created a 3D set that can be walked through in a VR headset.
We're able to turn 12 walkers into 1,000 walker boards.
STEM can create new worlds on and off the screen. What will you make with STEM? Get inspired at shecanstem.com.
Hi, I'm Terry Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration, your #1 hometown HVAC company. We offer dependable and reliable service on all your HVAC equipment. We also offer high-efficiency trained cooling units. Call us for your cooling needs. Your comfort is what we do.
It's summer, call Stroop.
Saul, how's my water quality expert? Litter is taking a holiday and going with the flow? Is that what you're saying? Litter on our roadways is flowing into our waterways. Gotcha. And that's bad. Right, terrible. Please stop. Oh, okay, yeah. Go to nobodytrashestennessee.com to learn more. So, ladies and gentlemen.
All right, folks, we're back, and all kinds of stuff going on. You know, we want you to remember the 4th of July celebration, and that'll be happening down at the park. And
I hope we have good weather.
Got South Jackson Goes Country coming up, and that's that's in August. Won't be long for football time.
Not long, and we have something going on. I said the Civic Center stage would be closed, but we are having the ice cream social during that time.
And that's outside on the front.
That's outside on the concrete pad, the 20th of July, while we're practicing wherever we can find a space.
Space to practice.
The country show. But I'm sad to say that we're losing Alan Johnson. It's our director that's phenomenal for the South Jackson Street Band. He's moving back to, I think he said North Carolina.
You know, and we lost our dance lady.
Yes, we did, but we are having a dance class at 6 o'clock on the 20th. It will last an hour, and it's being done by Tim Taylor, who is really, especially in the southeastern part of the United States, he's won competitions everywhere. He's awesome.
And he's the young man that's been participating for the last, 5-6 years?
Well, Valerie, the one that died, she's the one that did our dance instruction.
But he's been there.
He did Valentine's Day in Bell Buckle for us, and he has been there before.
Yeah.
But he is
maybe 4 years. He's
an awesome teacher. We're going to have dance prizes for cha-cha, swing, waltz, and foxtrot. So get on your dance shoes and learn to do that. And don't feel like when you come to see us that you have to
know how.
You have to know how to dance.
You don't have to know
you can
how.
Just move. At my age, you have to move. I mean, if you don't keep moving, if I didn't keep moving, I wouldn't be walking.
No,
I
go
gotta tell
somewhere.
You, yeah.
Do something.
You got to do something.
Anything you do is better than doing nothing. I don't care how small it is. It's better than nothing.
It's better than nothing. Like when you have back surgery, you have to remember to get up and walk.
Yeah.
Even if it's slow, it doesn't matter. You
Well,
just have to keep moving.
I go out here in the parking lot and walk around the parking lot once, twice.
Good.
And now I'm up to about 3 times, and I mean, that's just what the doctor said. You got to walk. I go back and see him a week from Monday, 2 weeks from yesterday. And hopefully at that point, he will prescribe some therapy, physical therapy for me.
I think he will.
I think he will, because I need muscle strength. But no, you do something, whatever it is. Take your garbage to the street.
Exactly.
When you go to the street and you take your garbage to the street, go, well, let's see. I'm going to walk 4 houses down and turn around and come back. Then the next thing you know, a month later, you're walking 12 houses down.
Well, I know when my husband Ralph had open heart surgery, and that's when they were cutting you right down the middle.
Oh yeah, I got one of them zippers.
And he walked around the pool for several days, and then he started going down, and we have an inclined driveway, and he started doing that, and then he started walking to the
out to Highway 130.
Yeah. Anyway, it saved his life because he got well. And I walk every day. I do at least a mile on the treadmill. And if I haven't done it all day and it's 10 o'clock at night and I think I'm going to die, I get on that treadmill and I walk a mile. I just have to do it.
Or at 2 in the morning.
It doesn't matter. You just
I'll
have to,
text
you have
Peggy
to do it.
sometimes at 2 in the morning. She's on the treadmill. I'm writing a song.
There you go.
So, hey, the middle of the night is a great time. I've always thought, what if you didn't have to sleep? And what's that movie that had all those vampires in it? that was.
I don't know.
Oh, the young, it was a big movie. It was three movies.
I must have
2 or 3
missed them
movies.
all.
Twilight, and that,
yeah, I guess I
that
didn't
old
see
boy,
that.
that old boy, she'd go over there and she'd go to sleep, and of course they don't sleep.
Right.
He's up all night
It's just-
playing Chopin and Beethoven and all that. Think of all the things you could do if you didn't have to sleep. All you could accomplish.
But also think of all you can accomplish if you can get a good night's sleep. I think when I can
Well, that's
get,
we have to have it. We're not vampires.
if I can get 7 hours solid, I've done good.
Oh, I can't get that anymore.
That's
I'm
my goal.
up, if I can stay asleep 2 hours, I'm lucky.
Yeah, but it's going to get better.
And then I wake up.
Get better.
Then I wake up. But I've been that way for 30 years.
Well, that's because you get ideas and they wake you up.
They wake up. Well, if you go to bed early, and Fran likes to go to bed early, sometimes we go to bed at 8:30, 9 o'clock, at midnight.
You're awake.
Car comes down the road and honks the horn or something or other and slams the door, and I'm wide awake, just wide open. And she's going, "What are you doing?" I said, "I don't know. I ain't staying here." Get up and go somewhere. Do something.
Yeah.
Then when it comes time to get up, I'm ready to go to bed.
You're ready to go to bed.
But that's all right. Hey, folks, we just want you to be safe out there. It's summertime. And like last week, we had Assistant Police Chief in here, and we were talking about these children on the road. They're everywhere. Splash Island's open. Ball season. They playing ball, all kinds of ball, riding bicycles, skateboards.
So be careful.
Be
and
careful.
don't forget the Willy Wonka and the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, South Jackson Civic Center, this weekend and next weekend.
You know what? Every ticket ought to have a Hershey Kiss with it.
Yeah, that'd be kind of nice.
I bet they can do that. Folks, thanks for watching it. We appreciate you, and we'll see you next time.